used to come over to your house every day. Still remember the smell of your car when you drove me down to that lake. Felt so good staying up all night. That will forever be our place. And I know it's been a long time since we were together. There's a special place in my heart that's yours forever. If I could fly right back to where I belong, fly right back to my home sweet home. If I could, I'd take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destiny. I close my eyes and I'm back in your arms, back in your arms. I fly. Sometimes it feels like you just wanna run. It's easier than facing your own doubts, but it will catch you no matter how far you go. It haunts you every night. I tried so hard to forget what we had, but then something reminds me of you. Do you remember the necklace you gave me? I wear it every day. And I know it's been a long time since we were together, but there's a special place in my heart that's yours forever. If I could fly right back to where I belong, fly right back to my home sweet home. If I could, I'd take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destiny. I close my eyes and I'm back in your arms, back in your arms. I'd fly. I'd fly. If I could fly, I'd fly right back to where I belong, fly right back to my home sweet home. If I could, I'd take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destiny. I close my eyes and I'm back in your arms, back in your arms. I'd fly. I'd fly. I'd fly. Some say that you're a fraud. Go get them. Start a debate, prove them wrong. Go get them. No one has to know but you and me. Hey, I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. It's not a mission for two. People have brains and hearts. Go move them. Go get them. If you can't win, pretend. For as long as the dogs don't bark at your end. Be smooth, turn up the charm. White lies do no harm. I can point you in the right direction. Then it's up to you. I can show you the right direction. It's not a mission for two. Doesn't matter what they think about us. Don't care what they're gonna say. You are you and they can touch you. Do what you do, they can stop you. I can make it when I walk alone. Uh-oh. Can somebody come and save me? I just wanna know. I wanna know. If I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red lights. I don't know if I can make it when I walk alone. I'm not gonna lose myself. I'll be standing high and I'll win the fight. Not gonna lose myself. And I wanna know, yeah, I wanna know. I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red lights. I could just stay the same or be winning the game. I'll be standing high and I'll win the fight.
I came straight through the dirt, my sleeves pulled up, my head held high. No shirt, no shoes, but a beating heart, and I made sure that my tongue was tied. Try to shut up and just put up with all the lies they told. Guess this is what it's like when you grow up. I'm feeling old. Some say it's normal when you get formal. It comes with age, what a mistake. Cause when I was a kid, I dreamt of something greater, like standing on a stage and hearing all those people shout my name. But now I'm hanging low and looking for someone to blame. So
I'm not gonna lose myself. I'll be standing high and I'll win the fight. Not gonna lose myself. And I wanna know, yeah, I wanna know. I could come through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red lights. I could just stay the same or be winning the game. I'll be standing high and I'll win the fight.
I don't know if I can make the days go by like this right now.
I don't know if I can make it when I walk alone.
I don't know if this road is too long.
Hello, lady. Oh no, it's working. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Time Treaders, Protectors of Time. I am PA Kenny USA, aka RT Studios. Also, Kenny Williams. Hi. Yeah, I'm an alien. Don't mind me. Welcome to our Doctor Who inspired TTRPG, powered by Doctors and Daleks. Okay, Dalek. No, not now. Not yet. Get back there. I told you, Dalek. Please. Can someone get the Dalek off the set, please?
Bugger, I lost them.
I can roll myself out. Thank you.
Pushes the Dalek off set. Go talk to your friends. They're down the hall. Go exterminate something in the back room.
The gun just rises. You can pretty much guess it's probably vulgarity.
Oh dear.
And they spin around and leave.
Yep. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly group of companions, and maybe a doctor. We don't know where the doctor is. Where is the doctor? I don't know. Has anyone seen him?
Don't know.
Them? I don't know. Her, them, they. Oh well. Well, let's
All of them applies.
let's make sure our is everything ready? Yes, I believe so. All right. Let's switch to this. Hi everyone, how are you? And yes, my camera's still doing the weird thing from the zombie game. I do apologize in advance. It's we traveled to we're probably traveling through the temporal rift right now, so there's a little bit of interference on my end. We'll just say that. I'm gonna pass it over down to our lovely little, well, not so little, but lovely voluptuous woman down there.
That, you know, I've had worse descriptions. Hi, I'm Katie Wynn, and I will be playing the resident Time Lords with my companions. Who needs the doctor?
Are you sure
Anyway.
about that?
Where we're going, we don't need medicine.
Oh.
Oh, medicine is easy. You just gotta keep the red bits on the inside. Not that hard.
Tell me about it. Cocks his SMG. I do that.
Anyway.
I like to keep the red bits on the outside, especially on my enemies.
Anyway.
Oh.
I will be playing, like I said, the Time Lord lady. She sings and knows things.
She sings and knows things. Okay.
Uh,
Just as long as you don't sing a siren song, that's all I care. This is Williams as he walks by.
No, that's her entire thing. So, yeah. Sorry,
Grabs a pair of
sucks to suck.
headphones. Grabs a pair of headphones and puts them on. Not listening.
Jim, save me.
Save you. Save you from what?
I don't know.
Adalak walks back on screen.
Duff.
Rolls back on screen. Exterminate!
Get away from me, you rolling trash can.
Ooh.
Exterminate! Spins around and rolls off.
Jabs it with the stun baton. Gives it some extra zip.
Anywho. Hello, I am your wonderful Time Master.
If Time Lords had gods.
True. Today we're going to be delving into some medieval shenanigans.
It's bad.
Shenanigan? You mean chivalry?
That too. That too.
Alright. And, I think we're already...
Yeah. Tress is because she left her quote unquote identification on her yeah. So she's going to grab some psychic paper.
And while she goes and fetches some psychic paper, we'll be right back after the opening intro, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that stuff.
And we're back.
Woot.
Alright. So, how's it going, guys?
Well, it's been going well.
Going all right.
Williams is uh walking, I guess, into the control room wearing a towel around his waist, his tail sticking out from underneath the towel. I will say that swimming pool up there, marvelous.
I'm sure it is. I think my Venetian baths are nicer, a little less tacky, but
I like to get my laps in. Gotta keep that.
Oh.
Gotta keep that strength up. Never know what's gonna happen when you have to snap some necks,
right.
break some rib cages.
Well, the two of you, the dressing room is that way, I believe. At least it was the last time I was here.
3 doors down to the left, make a right, another long
Yep.
hallway, and it's the 4th door on your left. No, it was your
Precisely.
right. Maybe it was left. I don't know. Walks off.
Make sure you don't turn into the swing hole. He's going to get himself lost, isn't he?
Probably.
There's a splash of water off in the distance. Sound. God
Rex
damn it!
has her perception filter, by the way.
Huh?
Rex has her perception filter. She
Oh, yeah, I know.
looks human.
She looks human.
Yeah,
Alright,
you just
fair enough.
you just hear "God damn it" off in the hallway.
Right. So, we have a bit of a choice for you.
We do?
Yes. See, you can go into the dressing room and grab some leathers and trousers, and we can pass you off as Mr. Williams Squire. Or you can grab one of the nicer dresses, and you can be one of my ladies in waiting.
Technically. Well, hang on. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, she has nothing in that.
Oh right, where's my? I have to pull up my character sheet.
Nothing,
Yes.
nothing in being a lady. That's fair. She's a
No.
lizard.
No. Actually, my sister and I were talking about this. Technically, I would, given how young I look, not what my age is. Technically, I would be a page training to be a lady in waiting.
That is fair.
And Mr. Williams would be your and Rags brings up her fingers, man at arms.
Yes.
It also means that he can't talk unless he's directly being spoken to. And the same goes for me as well. But yeah.
Yes, pity for you.
Williams walks
Kind
in.
of a
What is this about
welcome-
not talking?
Yes, the only one that is allowed to speak is, well, the noble, as it were.
He bites his upper lip.
Now, Mr. Williams, we're back in the past. We want to appear like we belong there. If you start speaking out of turn, that's going to raise eyebrows. Well, eyebrows and steel, and I'm pretty sure you do not want that.
I mean, I have a lot of steel.
Eh.
Takes his gun off the rack.
No,
And you will not be taking it.
they don't have. Well, let's see. In this particular time period, I don't know if
She'll
they have.
She'll walk over to a stand or something and pull out actually a spear. A spear with a flag on the end of it, and a kite shield.
Williams looks at it. I guess this will do. I mean, it's not as flashy as the looks over at Bertha.
No, that's fair.
He's
But it's far easier to deal with the spear and the primitive weapons than it is to deal with a charging mob with pitchforks and torches.
And that is very true. Very, very true.
Bertha could easily mow them down. He says just out of the blue.
No. No, no, no. No, no.
Also,
No.
I would like to get this rule out of the way. You will not be killing anyone.
Ooh, ooh. I like that.
He looks at you, leans in, looks at you. But what if you're in danger? What if she's in danger? He points with a...
Disable, not kill. I will not have the death of sentient beings on my conscience. I'm not my father.
He
I
puts
would
his hands
ask-
on his hips. He's in his human form. He puts
Yeah.
his hands on his hips and he's like, fine. We'll play by
And-
your rules today.
Oh no. We're going to play by my rules all the time. She says. And she actually turns to Bertha and does a whistles at her choker lights up
Mm-hmm.
and she's basically making it permanently non-lethal until she changes it.
Ooh.
The setting,
Nice.
the security setting switches from kill to basically stun.
And it can't leave it until she says,
Ooh.
sonic screwdrivers are dangerous, and she has one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, okay, fine. He sighs deeply.
What is it with people and wanting to spread death and... Ugh.
Bounty hunters.
Yeah, and in this instance, you're not a bounty hunter. You're a man at arms.
I
And
know what that
specifically-
is, he says.
Specifically,
Well, sort
well, a man at arms is someone technically who protects their lord or lady,
You're my bodyguard.
basically. And I, looking as young as I am a page training to become a lady in waiting.
to the
Basically,
What
an
is-
unpaid intern.
Yeah.
He just sighs. All right, let's get this over with.
Oh, wait, one more thing, she says. And
Okay.
she'll
One
walk over.
more thing.
She'll walk over to the whatever the version of the like 3D printer is.
Mm-hmm.
The Gallifreyan 3D printer, so it's the good shit.
It's the quantum. It's the quantum matrix printer.
Sure, yeah. Sounds like something she played with when she was 3. Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. She's seen into the vortex of time. She's gone through that. So yeah, she goes and she prints off whatever clothes Rags wears. She'll
Mhm.
take them and put a patch on them. And she will take the shield and like breastplate armor from Kenny and also put this quote unquote brand or mark on his armor and his shield and the flag that's on his spear.
Uh-huh.
Right, now no one should mistake you for the common rabble.
Oh, that's a plus, he says.
Well, I mean,
Although, please
no,
go ahead.
I was going to say, although we do need to be careful because we don't want to mess up with any, like history while we're here.
She goes to the console and looks at the thing. Is this marked as a fixed point?
Go to my lovely sheet here.
Also, Trish, when you get a chance, can you please send me my character sheet because I did reset my computer recently, so
Oh
I need
yes,
a new copy of that. When you have time.
right. I'll give that to you in just a minute. Let's see. Is that an investigation check or is that a history? No, that's an investigation check.
Okay.
Roll your wonderful math rocks. We go and get your.
For the first roll of these dice in general, 18 isn't bad. 19
No.
total, but 18 on the roll.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it does.
First.
Not there. Obviously, not there. Okay, there it is. It's the updated one, correct? RT?
Yes.
Kenny?
Yep.
Okay. There you go.
Also, I see a lemon in chat.
So do I.
Thank you.
Uh,
That way I can actually know what I'm rolling.
oh yeah, I know.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Yes.
Yeah, is this a fixed point?
You said it would. I'm sorry. What was your number?
19.
I am so sorry. 19. As far as you can tell, no.
Then she looks back at Rags and says, I don't see any true harm in doing anything in this time. Just
I'm
try to keep a low profile. You're not gonna wipe out.
keeping a low profile. Us keeping a low profile. Yeah, that's going to work out.
Believe me, it'll work out a little bit better than you think.
Well, I know.
She is actually going to go and walk off after that and go change. And when she comes back, she is in the proper clothing and her hair is brown.
You changed your. I mean, it works.
Well, unfortunately, bottle blondes tend to get looked at a little funny.
That is true. That is very true. Yes, I can definitely see that.
Luckily for you, you get a nice little hat, she says, and she places the hat over the rainbow hair.
Are we trying to cover up the rainbow hair?
Yes.
Okay. I understand that completely. All
Don't
right.
want somebody thinking you're cursed.
Alright. And
First,
People in the past are very superstitious.
oh, all right. I get that. Yeah.
Williams looks over at the console. So, where did we land exactly?
Okay. Who wants to make the history check?
What is my... Do I have history?
I don't know if you have history or
I have a
not. I know.
+2 in history, but that's it.
Okay.
I can attempt it.
Rags does not. So Rags is kind of looking at that, going, "I don't know where we are. I know we're in England. That's about as far as my knowledge goes." but where we are in England, I don't know.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna actually whip out my nice dice, my royal dice,
Ooh, the nice
Phys-
roll dice, nice.
physical royal dice, because I can. And I'm gonna roll them on my bed because,
Actually, Tress is going to walk over to the door and look outside.
Okay.
And then she is going to pop her head back in, and I'm hoping to change that history check into an insight check.
Ooh.
She lives, you know,
I mean, I have
England, much like most Gallifreyans, is kind of her favorite haunt.
fair.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Can I assist on the insight check, or is that not a thing we can do? Because I have a +3, unless I don't know what your stat is.
Okay.
Katie.
If you're going to help someone, that gives that person an advantage.
Okay.
So, okay, what are you doing? Bryce
Uh,
can't help in this in any shape, form, or fashion. She knows she's in England. Just for what you guys did last time was that you all trooped out of the TARDIS, looked at the situation, all trooped back into the TARDIS to change clothes.
Yeah, he is pulling up, I guess, the the light bulb on top of the box. We'll just call it that. That I'm assuming the signal light. The signal light, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm assuming there's also like a way to somehow, timey-wimey, wobbly silliness, to see through that as a camera that goes 360. So he's using the camera controls that he knows how to operate on this machine. He's kind of figured that out, basic.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to look at.
Yeah, I had to pull the Time Lord move of stick your head out, look around.
Oh well, that's essentially what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Trish.
What hang on. What what the TARDIS has is sensors, which is what you're probably. The TARDIS has a variety of equipment on board that enables the occupant to make intelligence and wisdom checks to locate its position in time and space, and observe the area around it. Almost anyone or anything can be analyzed or scanned, both inside and outside of the TARDIS within 200 feet.
Intelligence check then.
All right.
So, use my modifier. I only need one of you, not two of you. That is 7 plus 2, 9. So
9.
not the best roll, but he's still learning the tech.
Yeah, he's still learning the tech. What you do know where you are is that the sensors go off and it comes back with it that you're in a village, a rather small village. And this particular village has some. It has a church and a castle. And with a 9, that's all you know. Now, Tress, you're poking your head out, right?
Yep.
What are you specifically looking for? Are you
Tree, or she's going to first, because this is actually a thing that Gallifreyans are known to do.
Yep.
She's going to tap her foot on the ground. Make sure she can Because, they have that weird, they can sense Earth's, rotation and such.
Okay.
No. Let's see. Other than that, she's looking at buildings and,
Okay, for you, that's also going to be an intelligence. Actually, no, that would be an investigation for you if you're doing all that stuff because you're investigating.
that's fair. Then if that's, let's see. Would this would this be considered having to do with time travel?
um, what do you mean? From where you were to where you are, or what?
No, I have a skill called vortex sensitive. Uh, you are sensitive to the flow of time itself. Whenever you make a check, roll, saving throw associated with time travel, you can choose to have advantage on the roll.
Um, well, I mean, technically, you guys have gone back in time, so yeah, I'll allow it.
Okie dokie. Then I shall do it.
Well, that's backgrounds, magic trick was equipped.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, you look at this place, and what you know with a 14 that this is the small village of Boothby Greffo. And I'm probably mispronouncing that terribly, and I apologize to anybody who lives there. It's a village and a civil parish. It's in the North Crescent district of Lancashire, England. And it's about 7 miles south from the city and county town of Lincoln.
Okay.
It's a village. You do see people, walking around. Yes.
From behind you, you do hear William say, "Well, there's a cart and buggy over there. Horse-drawn carriage." And you just hear him mumble something under his breath. So primitive.
Actually, no. Most of the places that you would have, you wouldn't have had horse and carts like that.
Oh, okay, never mind. Scratch that then.
Not in a small village. Not in a small village like this. No.
Okay.
It's fine. We can walk from where we're at.
Yeah. It is also. I'm going to say it's morning, not early morning. It's kind of mid morning. Tress, what are you wearing right now? What the costume that you've chosen for yourself?
Um, a basically a maroon. No, no, she wouldn't go with maroon. A deep emerald noble's dress.
Ah.
With matching jewelry. She has actually removed her makeup as well, and applied makeup of the time.
Okay. That is very very. All right. Let me just
Um,
write this down while you are doing that.
and I mean, other than I suppose her hygiene, which she isn't going to hide. she should be good to go. She does have a dagger, but no one can see it.
It's a hidden dagger. Dagger.
Yes, it's the equivalent of a come near me and I will gut you.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
completely fair.
Except if you remember, it's her stun baton, so it's just gonna zap them really good.
That's
Also,
also
a question for the DM.
Yes, dear.
I only have my rifle statted, so how do I do the spear?
You have D&D stuff.
Uh,
I assume that's the stuff for the spear. Just the.
all right. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you could just give me the stats for the spear, that when you get a chance, that also
I
would
do
help.
not have. Well, I don't have the. Well, I can always pull that up.
Yeah.
Spear, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. It's a simple melee weapon. Thrown, and the range is 20 feet, which is the closest distance up to 60 feet, which is the away distance. It does 1d6 piercing, and I'm assuming it goes off your strength stat.
Yep. I just need to know what the dice type was. So
Yeah, it's 1d6 piercing, but if you're going to hold it in two hands, which is the versatile, then it's 1d8.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Just have those there for that.
All right. Rags it has put on. You said you were wearing a maroon dress,
Emerald.
emerald dress.
Yes.
I thought your colors were maroon and silver.
Oh yeah, they are. I forgot because my brain went elsewhere. So yeah, it would be maroon and silver.
It would be maroon. It would. Yeah. Okay. I'm for this particular time period. I'm going to say you're going to be wearing a sightless surcoat. Well, no. What you're going to be wearing is a outer an inner tunic and an outer tunic. The inner tunic is going to be the maroon color, which is the one that's closest to you, and the outer tunic is going to be the silver color. So you're going to stand out.
Fair enough.
Rags is going to be wearing a simple tea tunic. And for all of our wonderful people out there, basically a tea tunic is so that if you stand out in a T pose, then it kind of looks like a T with, fake things down.
It's a t-shirt.
A very long t-shirt, yes. She is wearing what were called trews, which are medieval pants underneath that. And she's wearing leather shoes. For Kenny, you are actually for this particular bit, yes, you will be wearing armor. And it's going to be full plate armor, so no one's going to see your face. Although you are going to go, you are going to go clink, clink, clink down the hallway, and you're not going to move as fast as everybody else is.
That's fair.
But you will also have a thing that if you're not wearing your armor, it is going to be. I'm going to say it's going to be a coat. That's maroon. That's going to have an undershirt. I'm not going to say that the undershirt is silver, but it's going to be kind of like an off-white. You're also going to be wearing trews, which, as I said before, is a form of medieval pants. You will be wearing boots, however, when you're not in your armor.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you're gonna stomp around. So you're wearing a maroon coat, but your silver is coming from your accents like a baldric that's
Mhm.
across your shoulder. That's going to be silver. But when you're in your armor, you're going to have a belt, and on the belt is going to hang Tress's coat of arms, so that everybody knows who you belong to.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just took that and flat because I know more about that than you probably do, Kenny. I am so sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Quick question for the GM: Has Tress exited her vessel?
You guys are still no. This is this is their TARDIS, not
Their
Tress's
TARDIS.
TARDIS.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Okay.
and yes, I do
Yeah.
believe that Tress has walked outside,
Yeah.
and, and if you also poked your head in and went, "It's a village," basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For the record, Tress's TARDIS is at unit in the garage next to all the Humvees.
Oh yeah, that's
That is
right.
very true. That is very true.
As well as Williams's particular ride of choice, which you have
Oh
seen,
yeah,
Trish,
no, they have
because. Go
they have locked it away.
Oh yeah.
Nobody needs to know an alien spacecraft is on that planet.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Very true.
Probably got Torchwood hiding it.
Yeah. Yes.
Something like
Rags comes out, adjusts her hat, puts up the stray hairs underneath the hat, adjusts it. Goes, okay. Ooh. This kind of reminds me of home. Immediately, there's a lot more humans here, and not so much, elves and halflings and other things. But it looks like home.
Well, then you should fit in quite well. Uh,
I should. I should.
you, future man, keep your mouth shut and your prejudices to yourself.
there's
Well,
just there's just like the very like like when someone stands at attention behind someone, but
Oh, yeah.
they're standing behind you and it makes all the noise because they're in armor. You just hear
Uh,
that exact sound, that chunk kind of sound.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. um.
I. All right. Shall
So,
we?
so where do we go? I mean, this is a village. Do we start asking people? Do we? I mean, what do we do?
Actually, we can attack this twofold. This might be a little odd. And for the record, I should probably warn you now that for the record, you all are speaking your original languages. The TARDIS is auto-translated.
Oh. Well, it's very
It-
nice of the TARDIS.
It will continue to do so. So have no fear of having conversations with these people. English around this time was a bit odd.
It was. It was. I'm not going to speak like that because then I'll sound like Shakespeare, and that's if it's damn hard to read, then it's damn hard to talk like that. Blech.
I will try.
I know you will try. I won't be able to do it.
As for me, out of character, forget that.
Just pretend, folks, that we're actually talking like that when we're talking to the various NPCs.
But after we're going to head for the castle first, and then when I release you, you may interact with the peasantry, for lack of a better word, the common folk,
All right.
of which, when you are dismissed, you can speak to those of your social rank.
In other words, I can only speak to pages, and he can only speak to.
No, it's more you can. Neither one of you would be considered the nobility, as it were. So you, whereas people would be a little odd talking to me, they will
Oh.
probably open up a bit more to you, the layman, as it were.
Gotcha.
As for Mr. Williams here, I would suggest you introduce yourself as Kenneth, and I would say probably the guard post would be a good idea for you.
The helmet just kind of squeaks a little bit as he nods.
You're not playing a part yet. You can open your mouth.
Very well. I'll go check out the barracks.
After you escort me to the castle.
Very well.
Excellent.
Oh, oh, we get to go into a castle. And you see Rex kind of, not doing the full jump, or doing the flapping arms because she knows that would definitely draw attention. But just like a small child being excited to go for her favorite ride, she does do the bouncing.
Thing is I doubt this castle is anywhere as lavish as the palace in Anthem.
Yes.
Because that is a technological marvel.
It is.
But that being said, yep. Tress will collect her things, or her dress, bottom, and all that, and start walking back straight, like she owns. Well, like she's better than everyone.
Okay.
And Kenneth will be holding up the rear.
Yeah, Rex is more or less right next to you, Tress.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Lots of clinking of metal.
Oh yeah, clink, 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 clink.
She's going to. Oh, sorry. She is, as they're walking, she's going to look down at Rags and says, "You're going to need an alternate name as well. I do like to keep them a little easy." Ragna.
Okay.
Ragna.
Ragna?
Ragna. Yes.
Ragna.
N-A.
Oh, okay. I could pronounce that. Ragna.
And it's close enough to your original name that you shouldn't have any problems remembering it.
Very true.
And yeah, she'll do a quick pat on Rags's head and then go back into character.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
And yeah, she'll make a big show of walking straight through the middle of the street. You know, she's being smart about it. She's not like disrupting traffic.
Okay.
But,
oh yeah. Yeah.
Quick question about the environment from Kenneth's point of view.
Okay.
He wants to do kind of, I guess, like a subtle what would it be, like an intelligence check or an insight check as to like how wealthy is this town? Because if they have cobbled streets, that's a little more wealthy than dirt road.
I'm gonna hazard a guess. It's probably a village. So maybe not.
It's a village. Um,
My next
it
question after that would be: is it inside the defensive wall of the castle, or is it outside?
it would be outside.
Fair enough. That's all I needed to know. I just need to know what the role would be if I need to do anything else.
Um,
If there is a role.
There usually isn't.
Okay. It'd be like a passive perception kind of thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a passive perception kind of a thing. So, to be honest, you're looking around. I mean, this is a village. It's not all that big.
Mhm.
Um, let's see here.
His head is kind of on a swivel, but like every couple of seconds it turns back to whenever it comes back to like center line,
Mm,
he always keeps an eye on his mistress.
right. Um,
Mhm.
I'm going to give you at least the thing that I'm looking at. Linear settlements were orderly, beams on a chain. Houses were lined up along a geographical marker, like a road, dam, or river. And I was just looking at the wonderful, wonderful map that they have of this wonderful, wonderful place. Um, and it is quite literally a village. I mean, it's not even showing up on the map that I'm looking at.
Okay, fair enough.
so dirt roads,
Yeah, dirt
mud
roads.
roads.
Dirt roads. Some of them may be paved over with gravel. I actually,
Fair.
where you guys have wandered out onto, which is a main thoroughfare, that's gravel. But some of the side roads that you're noticing does turn into dirt.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yep. Oh, well, that's nice to see. Sorry. uh And given that this is about the time of the Anglo-Saxons, I am looking up names that I can frickin' pronounce. Or someone that might come up to you. Um, okay. You all are wandering down this particular road
Mhm.
in Boothby? Boothby? And there a woman comes up. She is wearing again, she's wearing a tunic on tunic, but her colors are a light blue. That's the outer tunic, and the under tunic is um, it's going to be a darker color. It's going to be almost black. That's the under tunic, and it does have trim around the sleeves on the inner tunic, and that is silver. Um. Uh. And she sees you three walking, down the street. She approaches you. Um.
Tress will stop.
There's a metal
Uh.
clink behind you.
Uh. Pray tell, I do not believe that I have seen either you or your wonderful man-at-arms, or this... Is she yours? And points down at Rex.
Well, true.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, I'm done. That was weird. She just says, we are from further north. Her accent, by the way, has shifted to a more northern accent.
Every
can't-
planet has... Yeah, every planet has a north.
Yeah, I can't. It's not quite Glaswegian, but
That you're fine.
yeah. She says, we've come to. Well, if I'm being honest, we're just passing through. We were headed to the town.
Well, you are definitely in town. I mean, this is the wonderful village of Boothby Grapho. Uh, we, uh, we are uh, there is a wonderful castle which is called Somerton, which just has been given over. It has been given as a gift to King Edward II of blessed memory.
Hmm. Is there currently an occupant? You mentioned that. You mentioned its owner. You never mentioned if it had an occupant.
Oh, well, yes, there is an occupant. We're anxiously awaiting His Majesty to come in and um to look over our wonderful castle and to see if he, you know, if he wants to help us rebuild it a bit. Um, so yes, his let's see here.
Tress is thinking to herself, what would Edward want with this hole in the ground?
Oh my God. Um. Well, technically, this is Edward the Second.
Still.
Still. Um. Uh. You don't know. You don't know why the town has given up this particular uh castle to this particular king, which I will now go and peek at.
No. Katie doesn't know. Tress might know if it was an actual historical event.
Um, yeah, the thing on the castle is very short. He was a king of England, lord of
Mm-hmm.
Ireland, and ruler of Gascony, which is in southwestern France.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's literally all?
well, he was also the fourth son of King Edward the First. So
Okay.
yeah, the most critical of the Edward the First, when he died, he left a range of challenges for his son to resolve. This is something that Tress is going. King Edward the Second. I know he's a famous king, somewhat.
Yeah.
The most critical of this was the problem of English rule in Scotland. where Edward I's long and ultimately inconclusive military campaign was going on when he died. His control of Gascony created tension with the French kings, and they insisted that the English kings give homage to them for their lands. The English kings saw this as a demand as insulting their honor, and so the issue remained unsolved. King Edward I also faced increasing opposition from his barons over the taxation and recreations required to resource his wars, and left his sons debts around £200,000 upon his death. So King
That's
Edward
fair.
II inherited his debts and all the problems that his dad left behind.
Hooray!
Yeah, hooray! Um,
Very well. And what, pray tell, is your position in the village?
oh, I am so sorry. I am. Goldjana, wife of Wolfnoth.
Okay.
I am one of the ladies that uh, do things in the castle. My husband is um, one of the nobles at the castle. He has.
Nuts.
I am out here helping to procure supplies for the castle for our esteemed um, Majesty, if he should so deign to come through. Wow. Okay.
Oh, I didn't have my button pushed. Uh,
Come back to it.
yeah, she is now doing, she is now doing what she does.
Oh yes.
It's time for her charmer act. She says,
Yep.
she smiles and says, well, after you show me to the castle, I would be so glad to let His Majesty know that you have treated his envoy very well.
I don't believe that we were waiting for DM is trying to find the words to say this properly. We were not aware of His Majesty sending any envoys ahead of him. That's what I wanted to say.
Huh. Well, his missive here tells me quite differently. She
Okay, now.
pulls out the paper.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to actually look that stuff up because you have the thing. Oh, okay. See, she's bright. She isn't. You throw out the paper, and it's basically what did you want to have written on the paper?
It's basically a missive deeming Tress as Duchess Tressia Leonhardt,
Okay.
envoy of the king.
Okay. She looks at it. She blinks. Oh, mistress. My apologies. Yes. And she turns around and she talks to a young lady who's still at the stall that young lady is at. Like, the young lady was patiently waiting for her to finish the conversation with you. She turns around and goes, please, to finish the transaction and come back to the castle post-haste. I've got to escort the envoy to the castle. And the young lady, kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, as you wish, my lady. And she turns around and looks at you, this way, please. And
Thank you.
off she trundles.
Yeah, Tress follows behind her. Once she gets out of eyesight of everyone but her party,
Uh-huh.
because, the lady has her back to her and she's out of range of the shopkeep and the kid.
Right.
A grin, just wide, just a wide grin on her face.
Mm-hmm. Wags notices this grin. You are pleased with yourself, aren't you?
A little bit. I mean,
Just don't lay on too thick.
now, where's the fun in just playing it safe?
Good point. Of course, this particular interaction is happening very quietly between you and Rags, I'm imagining.
As there is subtle
Yeah.
clinking behind you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
But, yeah, she will walk like she owns the place. Because at this point, to these people, she does.
She does, because she's the envoy for the king.
And a
everybody-
duchess. Which means she's, quote-unquote, blood-related to the king.
And
That's
they
what
would be
dukes and duchess.
Yeah, and they would be calling you, Your Grace.
Yes.
And as my sister and I were talking about this later. So she leads you up to the castle. It is a castle. It looks run down. I mean, it's still livable, but looks like it hasn't been kept up with, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Kenneth wants to.
Hmm?
Kenneth wants to do not an insight check, but kind of like a passive perception on, is it defensible? Like,
Well, passive perception, you don't have to roll for that.
yeah. But he's just kind of like surveying the.
Right. Yes. Kenny, you've noticed that it's defensible if the enemy decides not to use, like, catapults, or this place looks like it could would not stand up to a siege.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's defensible, but
Not for long.
only not for long. Yeah.
He's making a mental note of that.
Yep.
And when we are in private, he'll make a declaration to his mistress when appropriate. In private.
Yep.
But right now he is marching back straight,
Oh
in
yeah.
tow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You have to admit, this is a little more subtler than the normal adventures through time.
Yes.
Who are you? I'm the doctor.
Yes, but we don't have the doctor.
No, yeah. No, I was talking about the whole Tress isn't going around going, I'm the songstress.
Yeah. She really doesn't want to announce her presence.
No.
No, she doesn't. And so it's a castle. It's surrounded by a moat, Although the moat looks dubious. And I actually have a picture of that so then I can accurately describe that. Woohoo. Woohoo, woohoo.
Most likely
there
there
it
were
is.
crocodiles in the moat, but we won't check.
No, they wouldn't have had that. Basically, you have a road leading up to a guard tower. Then you have a long bridge over the moat with a island in the middle, so then the bridge is supported. And then on an island around the moat, you have 4 towers, and you also have a secondary guard tower. And that's what you see. So, yeah. What do you want to do?
She will thank the woman and dismiss her.
Yes.
Please attend to your duties. And after the lady leaves, when she leaves,
Mhm.
she'll turn to Kenny and Rags and says, "Right, well, the charade has started. So, off with you."
The
Right.
Oh,
the
do try to enjoy it a little bit. You're the servants of a duchess. That's actually quite good
question
in
for
this
the
time frame.
GM.
Mm.
Even though I am in the presence and there are like actual guard towers are probably watching what we're doing from a distance, what would be the appropriate measure to like acknowledge a dismissal? Would he bow? Would he go to one knee and then like nod?
I think
Personal
it would.
preference.
Okay. Well, he's gonna be because you are a duchess, Trish. You
Yes.
mentioned that he is going to one knee.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Bows his head,
She
waits
Reasonable.
for
will.
a official dismissal, and then stands when dismissed.
Yeah, she'll do the whole raise with the hand,
Mm. Oh yeah.
and basically in her own words just go ta-ta.
Yep.
Okay, shoo,
Uh,
now go.
Hello. For Rags, after seeing this, Rags does a somewhat decent curtsy, and then you see her like a child who is 8 years old, because that is exactly the way that the perception filter is portraying her.
Because she's short.
Because she's short. You see her go skip, skip down in the other direction
And
into the castle.
followed quickly
So
by
she
clink,
just
clink, clink.
rags. She just
Yeah.
rags down the street. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Followed quickly by clink, clink, clink. Because he's supposed to protect not only you, but also the rags.
That's probably a good rule of thumb, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So, Triss, you are now by yourself after hearing the clinks like go off into the distance until you can't hear it anymore. What do you do?
she's going to dramatically swish her dress and walk inside walk further into the castle.
All right. You walk further into the castle, where you walk into the castle, where you come across a a hall with like 2 chairs where important people would sit. Not necessarily like the king and queen, but whoever rules the area, kind of. And you see a really bad thing is that they don't provide a physical description of the person that I want to describe. Oh well. You see a tall man, uh, about 6 foot. He's sporting a beard and a mustache. He is wearing a leather gambeson. Again, trews, but these are like nice trews. Leather boots. He is wearing his colors are red and gold, and his coat of arms is ghouls, 7 mascules, 7 7 mascules, or could join 3 3 1 or
Yay.
in other words, for people who don't know what I just did, which was called a blazon, by the way, it is a shield, red background, with diamond shapes. You have 3 diamond shapes at the top, 3 diamond shapes in the middle, and 1 diamond shape on the bottom, and they're all yellow. Now you could do a history check if you would like to know who this particular individual is. It's up to you, Tress.
Yes, I will do that. It helps with the charade.
Okay.
I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice. Okay.
I like
That-
these dice.
This is the coat of arms of the Baron Ferrers of Groby. This particular person is named William Ferrers. And with a dirty 20, I'm going to give you most of the stuff that he did. Well, not most, but I'm going to leave out some things. He was born in January 1272. And he died March 1325. He was an English peer who lived under 2 kings, which is King Edward I and King Edward II. When his father died, he was 15, so he became a ward of Nicholas Seagrave. I love some of these names. And he did a lot of stuff in his career. Currently, however, since this is just shortly after he got appointed by Edward II to be the constable of Somerton Castle, which is where you are now. So that is the man that you are looking at. He's got his back to you currently because he's facing away from you.
He's the quote unquote lord of the area.
Yeah.
Steward, I guess, would be a better word.
Yes, steward.
She, yeah, screw it.
What are you doing?
She's going to stand there
Uh-huh.
and just ahem.
And he turns around and goes, "Guess who are you, young lady?"
I am the Duchess Tresia Leonhardt. I
What
was
can...
sent by King Edward II, she says, and she'll hold the paper out, still saying she's an envoy.
Okay. He also looks at the. By the way, what form is your psychic paper take of? Because the doctor's is like a notebook, like a passport. What does yours take the form of?
Uh, Parchment,
That's fair.
old-fashioned parchment,
That
given the fact that she is all about antiquities, as
Yep,
you could
that's
tell.
fair. That's fair. So you pull out this parchment, and he looks at it and goes, "Oh, my grace, I am so sorry. The time of day must have escaped me. Oh, what can I do for you?"
I was sent to evaluate the castle and, well, meet with you. She says.
Well, as you can see, the castle is, well, functional. It wouldn't withstand a siege for very long. I mean,
I, to be fair, I'm honestly not sure why he sent me. I'm not exactly read up on war. That's more of a man's game anyway, right?
indeed, war's a nasty business, and forgive me, women like yourself have no business in it.
She nods. So I'm afraid the capabilities of the defensive qualities of this castle are completely lost on me. However, I can see the potential.
As can I. I'm hoping that His Majesty will give us some money so then we can effect some repairs to the place so that it can be more defensible.
She nods.
But that is only one of my worries. I have also been dealing with. I guess I would also be dealing with some sort of cult. I don't know. It's so strange. And that
Oh.
he kind of looks down and as he's saying this, like he's like, this is not something that he would normally say in front of you because you two have just met.
Mm-hmm. But because of her position of power,
Mm,
yeah, I get it. That's why she chose just under the king.
Yes, because he would be more.
Apt to give her whatever the hell she wanted.
Well, granted that he's a baron and you're
Duchess.
duchess. Yeah, you're higher up on the food chain,
Yeah.
as it were.
Dukes and duchesses can only be relations of the royalty, I believe. So yeah.
Yeah, for this instant, yes. Anyway, um, you said do tell.
Yes.
Yes. He goes. He first heard talks about this cult in the village and around here, and they do some very weird practices. I mean, it's a cult, and as you know, as good Christian men and women, we are not supposed to be dabbling in cults. But at the same time, people get desperate and they get drawn into these things.
I can certainly understand that. And you fear this cult will have a negative effect.
I do. If I only had to worry about the state of the castle, then I would be somewhat mollified. But I also have had to worry about this cult and the what these people are bringing me. What this cult is doing is just, well, strange. I don't understand it.
Would you be able to recount some of these to me? And
And he sits there and he thinks for a minute. And he goes, well, one of the things that my people have brought to me is that their the cult's name is strange to begin with. It is called the cult of the Heavenly Harbingers. Pronouncing that right. Yay! I'm pronouncing that right. Um, and and one of the people actually brought me a patch of what the coat of arms looks like. And I can't make heads or tails what it looks like. So I'm gonna have to find that picture.
do you have an image of it? A woman I may be, but I did entertain some scholarly pursuits.
Indeed, and he shows you. Uh, this is a crudely made drawing by
A primitive man, yeah, I get it.
yeah yeah. Basically, it looks like a whole bunch of centric circles drawn within each other. The outside, it looks like this person not drawing, not coloring within the lines. The outside looks black. The inside looks black, and then you have a ring, a ring, and in the center of the this, it looks like a crudely drawn eye.
Huh.
Which I actually took the time to actually make, except I could put the eye in because that's part of the pro, and I'm cheap, 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 cheap.
That's fair.
But that, yes, that's what it looks like. I'm going to give you a chance to let's see here. Um, yes, I'm going to give you a. I want you to roll me. This be an investigation or would this be perception? Oh, what the hell! This would be this would be a perception check.
Okay.
Necessarily, not necessarily an investigation because you're not actively investigating what this thing is.
14.
Or what this picture. 14?
Yeah.
Okay. You look at it, and surprisingly, it reminds you of something that your dad has been, or your father has been fighting against for a very long time. Matter of fact, there's a war on it right now.
She actually does. She Oh,
Sorry, I was AFK and it kicked me to the AFK mode. So you guys need to repeat
Ah.
the last like 2 minutes of what you just said.
I mean, we didn't say anything once you cut off.
Okay, fair.
You also fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
nodding off. I haven't had anything to eat for lunch, so.
Okay. Anyway. So let's back that up just a little.
Okie dokie. She is looking at it and she breaks character for a bit, for just a split second, and just goes, "Oh shit." Um. Well, it is certainly odd to me as well. Um.
I I I if you could, if your grace could look into this while I worry about, and he points to the castle, which to be fair, where you guys are standing doesn't look all that bad.
That's
But
fair, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It could be more opulent.
Yes, it could be more opulent. given given who they're trying to attract here.
Yeah. I will I will certainly have my man at arms look into this.
Oh, thank you, your grace. Oh, uh, you have a who else came with you? You mentioned a man at arms. Did anybody else come with you?
My page.
Ah, right. We will set up combinations for you, your man of arms, and your page. Um, presently.
Most gracious of you.
And as you're saying that, our camera shifts to a skipping rags, and now I'm going to do a whole lot of. Well, I may end up doing a whole lot of talking to myself. It's going to be interesting. We see Rags wandering around, trying to see if there's anybody here that she can talk to, and she does end up finding um some other children, oddly enough, in this big castle that she can. She finds them and she goes and goes over. Hi, hi, hi. What are you? What are you? What are you doing? And one of the children goes, "Excuse me, who are you?" Oh, my name is Ragna. Smile. Can't you see that we're I was mm, 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 I was hoping that I could find out what you guys were doing. Um, I mean, he, let's see. Oh, that's okay. That's an 18 on Rags's part. Okay. Hmm. Um. I was just I was just wondering what you um uh I mean doing. It looks like you guys are having fun. Mm, and it's a group of children. There's like a boy and two girls. There's a boy. There's a bunch of boys and some girls, and it looks like they're going to be playing their version of princesses and dragons. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see. That roll. Well, definitely. Rags, uh, uh, uh the boy that she's talking to goes, "Okay, we'll let you play. What do you want to be? Do you want a princess? Do you want to be a princess? A brave knight, or do you want to be a dragon?" And Rags kind of
Yeah,
looks.
tell the kobold.
Yep.
Want to be a dragon? Do bear shit in the woods?
Exactly. And Rags sits there and thinks for a second. If it's all right with you, it sounds like the dragon is like the bad guy or bad person, bad guy. Um, uh, I'd like to be the dragon. Smile. The boy kind of blinks a few times. Do you know how often we've been trying to get someone to play the dragon? No one wants to play them because they are the bad guys. Yeah, sure, you could play the dragon. Hee hee! Yay! What color is the dragon? Oh, the I won't say red.
The normal color.
Well, that depends. Hmm. Uh.
Part of me just wants him to say black, just to watch her pale.
Hmm. The kid goes. What do you mean? What? Oh. Oh. Red. What Rags kind of her eyes go as big as saucers. I can do red. I think.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay. Um, so Rags gets set up to pretend to be the dragon. You know, they give her surprisingly they give her like a fake tail, or her real tail would be, and something that actually fits over the cap that you gave her. That kind of looks like
Mm-hmm.
a yeah, kind of looks like a dragon. Um, but that's about as far as that they go with that. Um, so Rags. Rags is kind of settling down. She's pretending to be the dragon, and she notices something as the other children are getting ready to be with the princesses and the knights, and I'm going to go fight the evil dragon who's kidnapped the princesses. Rags is kind of settling down, and she's looking over her quote area, and she notices on the ground something that should not be there. And she's going to try to identify it. She's noticed it. Uh, Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, she has nothing in history, which that is that is up straight up her alley. But she did get a 13. She wanders over to this object. It is the part of the eye stalk that's just the bulb with the uh, uh with the eyeball. And as she's picking this up, the camera comes in real close on her face. And her face goes and she says very quietly to herself, "Oh dear." We go from that. You're not back from getting your lunch, are you, Kenny? I want to make sure he has at least a scene while we're doing this. Still eating. Okay. We'll be coming back to you when you're done eating. Okay. All right. So we're going back to So we're
Yes.
going back to Tress. You have
Yep.
have you left the company of
Uh,
of
for the moment, yes, she has respectfully left.
the Baron William?
Yeah. She is cursing how flashy her clothes are, but she's going to make her way towards the TARDIS. Using she has the ability to basically use message at will.
Okay.
And I don't need components, so I don't need a paper scrap or anything. She is sending both Rags and Kenny messages saying "Tatis now."
You get a message back from Rags. Playing Princess Knights and Dragons. I'm playing a dragon. A red dragon, mind you, but a dragon. Oh, and I found something that's equally disturbing. I'll be there as soon as we're finished doing this. And you hear kind of you hear through the link kind of a smile.
Fair enough. Enjoy yourself, but this is kind of a problem.
Okay. Indeed. Okay.
And
then,
yeah, she is bolting for the TARDIS.
I bet she is. I bet she is.
Damn, cult of trash cans. But yeah. We're still waiting on Kenneth.
Yes. I think he's still munching down on something. Um. That's not what I meant to say. There we go. Desserts. Ooh, chocolate chip.
You know what? In a moment, I'm actually going to need a moment. I'm going to go get a Klondike because I don't have to do anything for a Klondike bar. I can just go get it.
Oh, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Yes.
The answer is get off my big butt.
I wish I could have a Klondike bar. So down. Do 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 do. I'm the only one here. Do 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 do. Do do do. I'm just waiting for someone to come back. Do 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 do. Well, yes, I would love some company, Lemon. Mm, I'm just waiting for somebody to actually come back so that I have someone to talk to. I'm ever so lonely, playing princess and knights and dragons. Rar, rar, rar. Rawr. How's my day been going so far? It has been going well. uh, yes, it's been going well. How's your day been going?
Alright, I'm back.
Ah. Yes, I'm coughing less. Yay! It's probably because I've been taking allergy pill like every day.
Yeah.
Ah, Mr. Williams.
Yes, I am here.
Want to pop back out of rags mode there.
So I think we're waiting for Trust to get back.
Well, you're watching the kids play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a fairly simple game. They're aha.
Nice.
um. You have gotten a message from Tress
Yep.
saying, "Back to the TARDIS now." Um. You also heard the message from Rags going, "But I'm playing, but I also found something disturbing. So as soon as I'm done playing, I will be also be making my way back to the TARDIS." So you're kind of in a quandary.
Yeah.
You've been told by Trust to come back to the TARDIS now, but you know very well that Rags can't wander around unaccompanied.
Correct. So the most logical way to do this is he stops his patrol in the streets nearby
Mm-hmm.
and professionally walks over to the group of children
Mm-hmm.
and stands at attention near, kind of off to the side, a little bit of a distance away from the kids, but close enough to Rags that she can hear him, and
Mm-hmm.
says, "Young page, Regina, the mistress is in need of you."
It's Ragna.
Ragna.
Yes. Yep.
The mistress needs us.
Mm? Oh, really? Okay.
Please come at once.
And hang on. And she looks at the kids and these kids. Williams, you see Rags having the best time with these kids, and they look like they're really having a good time. She's doing a really good job of pretending to be a dragon, doing the gurrs and the args, and you hear
from underneath his helmet. He gives us a very faint smile that no one can see.
Right, and children screaming in delight, and just general children playing. It's a very wholesome scene, and then toward the end of this, she walks up to the boy that she was talking to. I'm sorry, my uh, my mistress has called me away to do some jobs. I will be back, but I've got to go. When you're called, you're called. I'm sure you guys know and stuff about that. And you see the kids kind of do the roll eye and the sigh. um, and then they go, bye. And she goes, bye. I enjoyed playing. I hope we get to do this again. And Rags will kind of run up to you and goes, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, first off,
What?
what did you find over there?
What do you mean?
I noticed you're looking in the bushes over there.
Let's get a little bit further away from the kids because I really don't want to
Fair
frighten
enough.
them.
Follow me.
Alright.
He gets immediately back into character and starts marching swiftly towards the TARDIS.
Right. Okay.
His stride actually lengthened by the fact that it's a level of urgency.
Yes.
And now we wait for Dress.
Oh no, Tress is
Oh,
back.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Dress is back.
Tress is back. I was letting Tress eat her Klondike bar.
It's done.
Wow, that was quick. You shoved that thing in your mouth so quickly.
No.
Hey.
I'm joking. Out of character. It's
So
not befitting of royalty to shove it including part into your. All right, I'll stop.
nope. Nope. So you Kenny and Rags kind of walk a little bit further away from the kids until you can't hear the kids anymore, but you're pretty sure that you can't be heard by anybody else.
Yep. Into the
And
near the alley.
and yeah, Rags kind of looks left, looks right, and she shows you what she found.
Now, has Kenny seen what the symbol refers to or not?
No, she's actually found something that is not a symbol.
Oh.
I am going to have you. I guess this would be a perception check. Yeah.
Perception. Okay.
Yep.
Perception.
Perception.
Perception is a 1. Oof. All right,
Well,
I'm actually gonna roll this on the floor since it's easier for the die.
okay.
That is a 15 plus 1, 16.
All right. You look at the thing that Rags kind of proffers to you, and you know exactly what this is because you've encountered them, and they're darn hard to kill.
He says to Regs, "Stay close to me," and
Oh, I was planning on it. I was so planning on it. Let's get back to the TARDIS if you don't mind.
yes, definitely. As he
No.
actually, and I don't know if it's proper to do this in the sight of others, but he is going to grab Rags' hand and kind of not carry them along, but escort them along quickly to the TARDIS out of sight of other people, because he knows what these things are and what he's seen, and he's just muttering in his breath, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I wish I had Bertha. I wish I had Bertha. The spear is useless against those things."
Pretty much. At this point, I'm going to say that both Tress, Kenny, and Rags all make it back to the TARDIS in fairly short order.
Yep.
We're now all together. What do you want to do?
The first thing Kenneth is gonna do is he's going to enter the TARDIS, because I'm assuming the door was unlocked or unlocks for him when he approaches.
It should.
Yeah, because Tress is inside, so she has already unlocked it.
Okay,
Right.
Fair enough. So he goes in and says, "When were you going to tell me that there were going to be those things here?" He gestures to the door.
You act like I had forewarning.
If I wasn't making my...
I may be a Time Lord, but I'm not omniscient.
What if your page, gesturing to Rags with both hands, he's still in his armor, and it clinks loudly, got taken, or worse, exterminated by one of those things? He emphasizes the word exterminated.
She looks over Rags.
Well, I mean,
I'm fairly sure she is quite capable of caring for herself.
thank you.
Against
I
one of those things, because we're in private company, we can talk normally. He
yes.
says he's like very on edge because he's
Oh,
making logical arguments right now.
well, okay. As Tress has pointed out, I can take care of myself. Against one of those things, look at me. I'm small enough that I can hide from them. And 9 times out of 10, I do. Sometimes they say weird things, but other than that, but what made you call us back so precipitously? Looking up at Tress. You're on push to talk, dear heart.
Right. Sorry.
It's okay.
She says the steward of the castle asked the Duchess to look into a cult. This cult, I believe, has something to do with the probable Dalek presence around here. Since no one will say their name, they're not the boogeyman. They're glorified trash cans.
Yeah, they do kind of look like pepper shakers. That's what I've noticed. A cult. I don't think they've ever had a cult established around them, at least not as far as I could tell.
Someone's definitely the ringleader. We need to find out
Well-
who.
Well, they certainly do now.
I mean, what is this cult called?
Katie blanks on the name, but Tress wouldn't.
The name is the Heavenly Harbingers, which I thought that was appropriate, given what they are. And I'm assuming you also showed the crudely drawn picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Williams, you take one look at the picture, and it might be crudely drawn, but there's no mistaking that.
Yep. He knows the eye stalk symbol when he's seen it.
Oh yeah.
It's-
And Rex goes, well, no, that's a new development. Because in this particular time period, at least according to Lady Mary, most cults were either saint cults or they were cults of the devil, which meant they were squished.
Or there are witches.
Not necessarily. I
Williams.
mean, the devil cults would be attached to witches, but in this particular time period, yeah, not necessarily. But
In this time. Go ahead.
in this particular time period, it would be more saint cults because most people around here were, I think the word is Roman Catholic.
You have a point.
Yeah.
Williams is actually over near one of the workbenches. And he has taken his spear and is doing something to it. Because he knows
That's
what he's
fair.
up against now, so he's making a couple personal modifications.
Well, speaking of things that we found that aren't supposed to be here, I actually found something that's not supposed to be here, and Rags proffers the bulb of an eye stalk. Alec, to you, Tress. I found this in the bushes while I was playing with some children. We were playing Princesses, Knights, and Dragons. As I said, I was a very effective dragon. You know, grr, arg. When Rex smiles.
From over his shoulder, you just hear, and she's good at it too. Not gonna lie. As you hear, bang, bang, bang of like him working on the anvil.
Well, first off, good for you, Rags. Second,
Mm.
I wonder.
Do you?
She's going to it's just the bulb, right?
Yeah, it's just the bulb.
Uh okay.
Is there?
She's going to
Go ahead.
sorry.
No. I'll let you speak first because you had an idea first.
Yeah, she's going to do a weird Time Lord thing. She's going to hold it up to her eye. You
Mhm.
know, from where it was disconnected, like she's looking through it.
Yeah.
And she is going to whistle a couple of tones and try to see the last thing it saw. Like Wild Wild West. She's basically
Okay. So what exactly are you using? What?
History or
she's
survival?
um
Don't think this would be survival.
Oh no, insight, insight.
technically I think it would be an engineering role because she's using
An
her
engineering role? Okay, that's fair.
Oh yeah, that
because
makes
it's a
sense.
Dalek.
Yeah, it's a Dalek.
That makes plenty of sense.
So go ahead and roll me an engineering roll.
17.
Not bad. You put this up to your head. You look through it, and the very last thing you see of this decapitated eye stalk is um is of a person with a sword, like coming at it and then doing this, and then the eye stalk is like um uh, abruptly cut off. And that's the
Wow.
last that's the last thing this Dalek saw.
Well, a bit of good news and some odd news. Uh, Good news is apparently those primitive weapons you sneer at so much, Mr. Williams, seem to do quite a bit to a Dalek. The weird note is if it's not dead, it's blind, and well, honestly, I've never seen a blind Dalek before.
You just hear from over near the anvil. Great, now we have a blind, raging Dalek running around town. He picks up his modified spear, which is now basically okay. So it looks like a regular spear,
Uh-huh.
but there's a tiny little like twist mechanism in it that he's put in. That when he twists
Mm-hmm.
it, the spear part pops open like slightly like that, and it has electricity in it. But it's so subtle that like even at the like from a far distance, it just looks like the spear just might have the tip might have broken. So he's done a good
Okay.
job at like modifying it, but like
Okay.
if you get really close, you'll be able to see it's like more modern tech than normal. But he's only using this as in an emergency situation if he has to literally poke a Dalek.
All right.
Because so he says, "I'm not taking chances now that I know what's out there." As he stands
Well,
at the ready with his spear, slightly
mean-
crackling.
I mean, There might be a Dalek out there that doesn't have an eye stalk, but I mean, that's all I found. Granted, I was playing around with some children and they didn't see it, and I really didn't want to frighten those kids. Um,
Kind of speaks
hmm.
up. Rex, do you think the children might have planted the eye stalk there, or you don't think that would be something they would do? Because we don't know who's involved in this cult. I'm just putting it
I
out there.
do, I do know for a fact his eye stalk, their eye stalk was taken by an adult male.
Well, at least the town guard is on top of this.
Well, you don't know that it was the town guard. We don't know when this happened. We just know that it happened.
Yes.
It could have happened earlier. Earlier, it could have happened in a completely different time period. We don't know.
Williams looks at the eye stalk. Doesn't one of your fancy gizmos on this console over here do something that can like analyze or like playback footage or something like that? As he starts like looking over at the buttons, it's like, which one was it? He's like,
First off, hands off.
I'm looking, not touching.
It's not my. This isn't my TARDIS.
I am aware of that, but I know that they at least one time did something similar to that, and I'm trying to figure out where it is. He's like walking around the console, not touching anything. He's just walking around. It's like it was either over here or it looks around the cylinder thing in the middle. It was over on that side, maybe.
She sighs and walks over, kicks the third panel up, and flicks a switch.
Ah, that's right. It was over on that side. Okay, so I'm assuming you plug that thing into that socket there, and it will play back the footage in slow motion, hopefully, of what it last saw, so that maybe we can see if there's any distinguishing markings on the person who attacked our said Dalek.
Normally, perhaps, but literally, I think all you're gonna get is the last few moments of the guy's life, or the person's life. Thing's life. Sorry.
A Dalek is not a person; it's a thing, and it needs to die. He says.
No, they are people. They're just heartless and emotional people. Or emotionless people. Well, except for rage and
Emotionless people
anger.
that need to die. Because this
Oh,
world...
Look.
He looks straight at Rags.
Are you going to bring yourself down to their level? That all of them need to die? I understand that they're mean, nasty, and you know, and all that stuff, and they've killed a lot of people. But aren't we supposed to be better than them? We don't need to bring ourselves down to their level.
Right now, he's making a emotional argument that's emotionally driven.
Yes, I know.
You know, I'm leaning into that character component heavily right now.
I understand that.
He's seen what these things can do to his planet.
Yes.
And he's been there.
Look. First off, whatever you think happened to your planet is nothing compared to what happened to Tress's. Tress's planet is gone.
Yes.
Like it no longer exists technically.
Yeah, my planet, it's now split into 6 different bite-sized pieces because while he
But
was still on the
it's-
surface, it cracked into 6 pieces because they set off some kind of explosive. And
But it's still there.
Yeah, but what Katie's talking about is that Gallifrey is not. It's gone.
but he doesn't know what Gallifrey is because he's never been to Gallifrey.
That's true.
Nobody has, except
Nope.
for Tress,
Well,
Well,
that she knows of.
mm-hmm.
but Williams, all he knows is that his planet was ravaged, destroyed, and then
Mhm.
ravaged again because they tried to clean off what remained of the last survivors on the floating rocks that were left on it. So now it's
That's
just
fine.
a barren asteroid field.
Oops.
If he is
Accident.
if he's actually doing that, like out loud in character, she's going to say, "But it's still there." She hits a couple of switches and plays the last moments of Gallifrey.
Mm. Okay.
Big boom and then nothing.
Yep. Big boom and then nothing.
At that statement, I like to roll at what would be an emotional saving throw for Williams. Would that be like Constitution?
No, if it's emotional, then it would be one of your thinky.
It would be wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yep.
Because insight is wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, wisdom. Okay. I'm gonna roll just standard, not a disadvantage. That would make sense. Yep. 4. He got a 5.
Oh dear.
You visibly can see from even though he has the visor down on his helmet, you can tell he is crying for your planet and your people.
Well, actually, at this point, since we're like in the TARS, you would have had your helmet off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, his helmet's off, but like you can visibly see a tear trickling down his cheek, and he says, "I am so sorry for you and your people, Tress. I didn't know."
It's not something we like to brag about. Those of us that are left.
I mean, woof. I mean, that's even worse than what happened to me. I mean, I had my whole clan wiped out by a dragon. That's worse.
I
That
thought a planet
was
splitting event was worse.
Yeah.
I
Let's
think
see.
that was when the Time War ended for me.
And is that the reason why you don't go back home? Oh well, you don't have a home to go back to, but is that the reason why?
No, it's well, when you try to go home, as it were, she knows that this won't work, which is why she is freely like launching into like she put in the coordinates for Gallifrey. She is launching into the launch sequence, and it goes to start up and then dies.
And then the TARDIS is like, nope.
Pretty much. Pretty much. It's like it actually shows up once you put in the coordinates for Gallifrey. It goes Gallifrey, not found. On the screens.
Can't even make it back to the system, unfortunately.
Wow.
Not even in a different timeline.
Well,
He just says wow and whistles.
Considering, as far as I'm aware, that was the center of time.
okay. Now that we've talked about really, really sad things and really, really
Terrifying things.
terrifying things, can we get back to something a little bit more, I don't know, upbeat?
Yes, like let's go actually deal with those terrifying trash cans out there.
We don't know if the terrifying trash cans are in this particular time period. All we found was I found a decapitated eye stalk, and she found a cult.
Well,
Yes,
let's
but
go investigate the cult. We have a lead.
we do, actually. That god. At least he looked like a god. She'll do a quick if you want her to roll, she'll roll, but she'll basically sketch out the guy real quick.
Who are you sketching? I mean, the only person that you.
The sword guy.
Oh, the Give me a second.
The guard who attacked
The
Hang
guy
on.
that took the eyeball.
Oh, him. Yes. Okay. What you I'm not gonna make you roll. What you sketch out is well, there was nothing in the from the Dalek's point of view. There was nothing in the thing that it saw that gave a reference of how tall this particular man was.
She basically wants a composite. That's it.
Right.
She doesn't need height or anything. She just needs his face.
Right.
And then she will sick her people on him.
Okay.
That way it uncomplicates things.
Terrifying Trash Cans is also bad. Left the first album.
Oh, was that Davros and the Dalek Foal?
Yes, the album was called Exterminate.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not my favorite.
Sorry, that was just too funny. I'm sorry. Okay. Back to this. So are you wanting to make a roll for something? To make the composite, or
She just basically she wants to translate what she saw to paper.
okay.
And then basically then copy it, hand the sketch to Rags and Kenny, and I mean, this is a medieval village. There aren't that many people in it.
Very true. Very, very true. So you remember what this person looked like? Kind of sketchy hair. Eyes. By the way, Kenny, do you have a? You guys are continuing, aren't you? Sorry.
Sorry, we're going on a tangent.
You are fine.
Alright. Yep.
Do you ever give me a picture of what Williams looked like?
Yes, I do have a reference image. Hold on. I will DM that to you.
Oh, never mind. I found it.
Okay, you found
You
it?
found. I found. In badass form.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna throw you for a loop. Yeah. Kind of hair, kind of. All in a tussle.
Yep.
Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Did you? You did. Okay. Um. Uh. Blue eyes. Uh. Kind of tannish skin. And yeah, long brown hair. That is the composite that comes out.
Williams just looks straight at his reflection. Well, what?
Well, it's not exactly a reflection, dear heart.
Well, not as it's a close facsimile of his reflection, but he knows what he looks like, and he's like, "Well, I don't remember. How could I have killed this Dalek when we haven't killed it yet? And I don't remember anything about killing a Dalek, at least in this area."
Trust, so you gonna turn the paper around and look at it?
Yeah, she is. Sorry.
Yeah, you look at it, and it's not an exact rendition of Williams, but it's pretty damn close. And even Righteous looking at it going, okay, now this is just, has this gone completely bonko wacko? This is the person that you saw whacking the end of the stalk, yes?
That's
Yes.
what the footage shows, or what the printout shows.
That's what I saw.
And you're saying, Mr. Williams, that is you. And you don't remember that happened. Oh, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, my poor cold blood brain.
Also,
What?
I have a sword. Where did I get the sword from? I have a spear. Well, electro spear, but you know.
Literally could have come from anywhere.
Fair point, he says.
Well, this kind of proves that this happened in this time period, because if this happened in this time period, we would have known something about it. True?
He
Not
goes. He
necessarily.
looks over at the console. Does this thing check for? I'm assuming it checks for. What did 12 say again? Paradox. He says, if you don't mind, he starts typing on the keyboard and starts searching, like, basically Timeopedia. What is the paradox? The Pandora's paradox theory, and hits enter. Because he's at tech level 7, he knows a little bit about paradoxes and time loops.
Oh yes,
and...
I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's wow. Wow, I actually put that in, and I came up with so many things that's not even close to what I was looking for.
It doesn't really exist, so it's not an actual theory, so we're just gonna have to come up. Yes. Basically, my thought process was, and this is completely out of character.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't.
All right.
We can talk about it later.
Post game, yep.
It pops back with everything but the thing that you were looking for. He comes up back with, the bootstrap paradox. It comes back with the grandfather paradox. It
He just scrolls down the list. Next page. Okay. Nope. God damn it.
everything except the thing you typed in.
He starts typing like various facsimiles of like representate. He's basically trying to work the TARDIS's search engine to get to the answer he wants. And the TARDIS search engine is like he just
Nope.
like types it like for a couple minutes and then it just says no references found.
Yeah.
As he slams his hands on the console, and it's like, come on. Well, this is a new one. He turns around and looks at the team. Apparently, we've opened a can of worms that I don't know how to find the lid for.
Okay.
I have no idea even how to describe what the. And he says, like, just in the TARDIS, what the fuck were we dealing with? Because he's Williams. He swears.
Mr. Williams, could you please not do that? I mean, I know people do that a lot. Just anyway. So, what do you think, Tress?
She is. She is hard at thought.
Mm-hmm.
Williams waves his hand in front of Triss's face. Hello, Earth to sentient being. We need some answers here.
Yes.
They're not him. Her. Them.
Okay.
That is fair. I'm not them, and I'm not any of the others. I am, however, something they are not.
Which is what?
She basically walks over to the console, accesses Gallifreyan, like any Gallifreyan thing that the TARDIS has.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks back at Rags and says, I'm the president's daughter. And she puts in her father's like security clearance to basically unlock any and all things that aren't universe ending.
Ah. Okay.
Information, yes, but like, nothing that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that'll break time.
Yes.
Okay. Quick question for the GM. Since this is technically not her TARDIS, would the cloister bells automatically go off as a like just a warning? Hey, you're doing this. No. Interesting.
No.
Okay.
Her father has the ultimate override for all TARDISes from Gallifrey.
Okay, so the lights wouldn't change or anything. It wouldn't go into like a low light setting or anything.
No. Although Rags looks at Tress and goes, wait. You are the president's daughter?
It's not something I like to advertise. My father was a bastard.
I know about your father. I think his name is Rassilon, and at one time he was, well, it was ambiguous at that particular time whether he was a good person or he was a bad person or he was somewhere in between.
He wasn't always a bastard, if that's what you mean.
True. And then when this, whatever is happening between the Time Lords and the Daleks, that part I kind of tuned myself out of because Lady Berry was talking about battles and people dying, and I don't like. Yeah, and you see Rags kind of do like a whole body shiver.
You're not a fan of conflict. I get it.
No, I'm not a fan of conflict. It tends to make people not be here.
Very true.
And especially when people go up against an enemy that is, bigger, stronger,
Far
gives off really
superior.
gives off
William
really weird,
says.
it gives off really real weird smoke.
Oh.
I believe she's talking
William
about
just
herself.
Williams just says was thinking about a completely different enemy and not the one you were thinking about. And he's like, oh, he was thinking about the trash cans, not the other one.
Right. Mr. Williams, you might be able to find what you're looking for now.
He types it in.
And yes, indeed, it pops up. It was like buried so deeply.
Literally, the Gallifreyan search engine was in enhanced protected mode,
Something
child
like that.
safe mode, basically.
Something like that.
For the record, I would like to think that that a Gallifreyan encryption is just a normal set of words or whatever, but written in Gallifreyan.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Because it's just consensual circles.
It's literally just the word password, but written in Gallifreyan.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of concentric circles and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. The best password is password, especially for a Gallifreyan.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, nobody but a Gallifreyan can read it.
That is also true.
That's why it's the best password. All right. But yeah, what does he find on the this type of paradox? Would you like me to describe it, or do you want to take over, GM? Because it's your story.
Yes. Basically, what this particular paradox is kind of like Schrodinger's cat. Basically, what it says, this particular paradox is kind of like the thought experiment of Schrodinger's cat, where the cat is alive with life and dead at the same time, except you don't know that unless you open the box. The paradox comes in where the cat is both.
Hence the Pandora. Opening Pandora's box.
Right.
And he just stares. Williams just stares dumbfounded at this, and he's like.
And it's such a simple explanation.
Mm-hmm.
That you're sitting there going, why was this hidden? Why was this in ultra? Why did we have to disable ultra safe mode to find out about this? It's just that.
And then there's a star next to the that he notices that's red next to the like the little asterisk thing, and he scrolls down and reads the the description of the note. The Pandora's paradox is known to be world-ending. Can cause world-ending events if not handled correctly. Only those who are highly trained to deal with such catastrophic events have been known. Currently on record, there is only one instance of a Pandora's paradox being corrected, and it gives some random Gallifreyan circles.
Mm-hmm.
Which you read to be basically the time, the coordinates, and where this all first happened, but it's encrypted because I can't read that.
And
yeah,
something tells me Katie has an idea of which paradox this was.
Yep.
And what it was.
Yep. And Williams just stares dumbfounded at the note, and he says, "World ending. That doesn't sound very good."
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it's not. It's probably not world ending. It's probably timeline ending.
Timeline ending? That's even worse.
Well, considering the rumors of the last time a paradox like this happened, the aforementioned one.
Yeah?
According to some old friends, they
You tiptoe on this one, aren't you?
no. He's basically going to say, first off, it had something to do with him or them. Second,
Right.
it had to. It was. I believe he called it the silence. I'm going to say he this time because he was a he. And it had something to do with a thing called the Pandorica. But from what I've gathered, it was solely a prison for him.
Williams grabs the mouse, scrolls down for a little further, and there's this small line of text that's so small you can barely read it as he just squints at the screen. With his hyper enhanced vision, he can basically see small print as he leans in so close to the screen and reads. Basically, and he's repeating the words as he's reading. Tread lightly, as the Pandora's box, once opened, rarely can be sealed.
I mean, that's true. I mean, based on the Greek myths about Pandora's box, it was opened by a woman named Pandora, and all the ills that attacked men and women came out of it. Pandora shut the box, and the only thing left in it was hope. I think that's how the Greek myth went.
Well, you forgot one or two bits, but pretty much. Zeus gave Pandora the box as a test, told her never to open it. Eventually, her curiosity got the better of her, and she could no longer take it, so she opened it, thus releasing every evil into this world. As quickly as she opened it, she shut it, but that was only before hope could escape. Tress just kind of says solemnly, like she's reciting, a paper or something.
Mm-hmm.
William says,
And,
he just shakes his head and says, "This is why I left 12. So I didn't have to deal with this," gesturing to the console. And the words on the screen.
I need to make a call.
Make your call. He says, "I have some other business to attend to," as he storms off into the back catacombs of the TARDIS with his spear. He's gonna go have a moment in the smash room.
That's fair. Tress looks at Rex and says, unfortunately, the companions that were with them at the time are currently unreachable forever. Ah,
Okay. Right.
their daughter, on the other hand, she picks up the touch. It's not. It's a rotary phone, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then she dials a number.
Who are you calling?
Melody Pond. I mean, you can't get a hold of her parents. You might as well get a hold of their daughter.
That is very true.
As you pick up the phone, thank you for calling the Time and Space Services line for the Gallifreyan Communications Network. Your call is being routed across time and space now. Please note that this call is a collect call, and you'll be charged 149 credits for the next 5 minutes. To add additional time to your call, please press 1.
She just hits one like a million times.
One.
You have added 1 millennia to this call. Thank you for choosing the Gallifreyan Communications Network. Your call is now being connected. Thank you. As you hear like weird dial-up tones and stuff like that, and like other wibbly wobbly sounds, and then the call connects.
She hears the vortex. Dum 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 dum. No, fuck. All right. Anyway, I apparently can't stop on 4. Actually, I think it was 3. Anyway,
Don't worry about it. Uh, so you hear the ring on your end, and then you hear in a very Scottish voice, which I am not going to try to repeat or try to reproduce. Yeah, hello.
River.
This is a Scottish voice, not an English voice.
Oh, so it is Amy. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Amy. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you. Who is this?
Right. We haven't formally met. I'm an acquaintance of a certain raggedy man.
We haven't seen him for years.
I am aware. I am aware of his proclivities. I actually had some questions for you and your husband. Now,
My husband's not currently in the house right now. I mean, he's at work, but I'll try to answer your questions.
okay, very well.
I mean, the man has to make a living somehow.
That's fair. He was a construction worker, I think.
No, he was a nurse.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was a nurse.
He was a nurse.
That is fair. I thought, yeah. My brain went, wait, he's a Roman centurion. Why would he? Anyway. She says, I need some information on your time spent at the Pandora.
You hear. You hear her. You hear an intake of breath on her end.
Be right back, okay.
You hear a swift intake of breath on her end.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to know about that?
So I should clarify this by saying I am a Gallifreyan like he was. Is she quickly corrects herself? Is
All right.
well. In all honesty, it seems we may have a bit of a paradox on our hands.
A paradox. What kind of paradox?
Daleks in medieval England?
Another short intake of breath from the other end of the line.
But what's worse is the man that killed the Dalek
Mm-hmm.
has no memory of doing it because, well, it hasn't happened yet.
So why haven't you talked to him about this? The him that you're.
I I understand. And honestly, I would if I could.
Okay.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you because I know for a fact he was not. He's missing, and currently his TARDIS has decided to hijack myself and two others and bring us to medieval England.
But it shouldn't do that. Not without him. Uh, Who are your? Who are your? And she actually uses the word. Who are your companions?
A kobold and
What?
a kobold, mythological lizard dragon creature.
Uh,
It's complicated with that one. And and well, I guess the easiest way to explain this man's species is bipedal shark.
Immediately, you just say Aquatican.
Yeah, but Amy doesn't know what an aquatic.
yeah,
No,
that is
they
very
don't.
true.
They don't. So yeah,
That is very, very true.
bipedal shark man. That works.
You hear Amy on the other end of the line, right? So you, friend of my raggedy man, your companions are a mythical creature and a very tall shark man. And the TARDIS has, quote, and of course you can't see her because you two are talking on a phone, not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh,
If it helps, I've known your daughter for quite some time.
that does help. Right. I think it is best that we actually talk in person. Because trying to do this over a phone call is going to get damn confusing.
Well,
and expensive.
as much as I loathe to use it, uh, I will be sending someone to pick you and pick you up. Perhaps we'll sync the time while your husband is there as well.
For my curiosity, who should I be expecting?
What will look like to you a child with rainbow hair.
Then Rags kind of perks up. You're sending me?
You're the only one with a vortex manipulator.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Well, she's gonna have to tell me exactly where she is. And what type period she is.
I need a location and a time and date, year included.
Oh, right. And she rattles it off, which I'll figure that out for the next time we do this.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna. This took a turn that I was not expecting!
Rex can just input it as they go.
Yes.
Hey, you don't shout paradoxes with somebody who has actually who has enough power to get that information.
That's true. That is very true.
And it's only because she's looked over her father's shoulder. It's the only reason she has his password.
Yeah, yes.
Which is password.
Yes. It's the Gallifreyan word for password.
Yep. So as we pull away, as the camera pulls away from this very entertaining scene with Rags kind of, eyes big as saucers like deer in headlights. We go back to the English back into the English village. Although not at the castle this time. We go to the church. Or rather, underneath the church. Where a whole bunch of cloaked figures are standing around an altar. And in the background is the rondel with the with the Dalek. And that is where we will end today's episode.
Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, here on Time Treaders, Protectors of Time. I am Kenny Williams, your very angry shark man for opening the Pandora's box. Paradox.
Yeah, well.
And now he's going to be fuming about that for the rest of the adventure. But while he simmers on that, I am RT Studios, PAK USA, AKR. Well, okay, I keep doing that. But join us next week for... Okay, no, not yet. Stay back there. No, don't... Stop playing with the Dalek. It's not a shoe toy.
Brains!
Exterminate! You hear the sound of, like, the laser going off. Great, now we lost another. Clean up clear to Studio 1, please. Points at the Dalek with the finger. Next time I say, don't kill other employees, I mean it. Now go to your charging station and think about what you've done.
Little does he know that charging station is now glowing green.
Exactly. Go ahead, Therese.
Hi, I am Katie Wynn, Queen of the Chaos Geese.
Honk, I say honk.
Honk. I played the songstress, or Duchess Tressia Lanhart, or Tress, or that blonde bitch. I don't know. And yeah, one thing I have to say is, you probably shouldn't have let me be a former companion, and I wouldn't have been part of the support group. That's how she knows all these people. They get together once a month. It's a support group for those
Oh,
left
yeah.
behind.
Oh yeah, I know of the support group.
Yeah.
Rex would love to be. Rex would love to be in the support group. Guess who keeps that?
Literally, William's just like, what does TA stand for? As he's like rummaging through like Tress's files.
Yeah.
Little does he know it's Time Lords Anonymous.
No, I don't think that's. No, that's not what the support group is called.
I'm
It's
joking.
DA, Doctors Anonymous. No.
Yes.
I
No,
don't
I'm
remember
kidding.
what. I don't remember what they ended up calling it. I know it was at the very end of Jody's run.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
Yeah.
they called. I don't remember what they ended up calling it though.
Regardless.
But yeah, it's technically your fault. She has all these people on speed dial.
No, it's not because you get to call them, and I don't have to worry about remembering who all these people.
Yes, and here's the best part: you don't have to pay the bill. Looks at Acerec. We're gonna have to add that Galactic Collect call to our list.
And I am your wonderful time master, Trisha Welsh. I also play Rags. I played all the NPCs, even when Rags was talking to herself, but that was entertaining. I'm not going to do that again. Someone else needs to be. Someone else needs to be in the scene with her.
Honestly, it's not that hard. I know, right? I don't know why she's complaining. I mean, really, it's not all that hard. I mean, look at us. Precisely, look at us. It's not all that hard.
I mean, I completely understand that it really isn't that hard. What are you talking about? Of course it's hard. Especially when you're the only one talking to the people. Nah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Meanwhile, a shadow walks in. What are we talking about again?
I don't know. I think we've all lost the plot.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my Smash room and make a roller coaster.
Okay.
There was a plot.
Well, if there was a plot, we definitely lost it. Yes, Smash, we definitely lost the plot. No. Here, take this 2x4, put it here, put the nail there, and hold this. Takes out a giant hammer and whacks the poor kobold over the head.
Anyway.
Yo, asshat. Quit messing with my little brother. Palm to the face.
Holds up the hammer. Come back here, you little. Come back here. as you just see them chase each other across screen.
Bite my sooty ass.
Anyway.
As you just see blaster fire just across the screen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time for more zombie adventures in Shadows of Remnants next week. And then the following week, there will not be a Time Treaders Protectors of Time, because next week we're going to be doing our, on the 27th, we rescheduled our 5-year anniversary for our community. Yes, our community has been here for 5 years, according to my calendar. So if you are in the area and you are interested, please reach out to our production manager. If you want to become, come down to, and yes, I'm going to slightly do this on stream. If you want to come, if you live in Maryland area and you live near Bowie, there's a lovely theme park called Six Flags America. We'll be there all day on the 27th, and we would like to see you there. 2 special guests. If you are in the area, please reach out to us through Discord, and we will see if we can get you one of two VIP tickets to join us on all the rides and all the fun while we celebrate 5 years of empowering other people to play. Also, our rain date is May 4th if it gets rained out, so just keep that aware, everyone. So if there's no stream on May 4th or no stream on May 27th, that is why. I'll now hand it over to our Time Master to do their plug shamelessly.
Oh yes. I will be streaming next week. That will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, barring any lightning storms, which is what happened this week, unfortunately. On Tuesday, we'll be continuing our wonderful romp into Persona 5 Royal. Wednesday, hopefully, we'll get back to some Mass Effect 2. And this coming up Thursday, we'll be doing some more in This Way Madness Lies, the magical girl / Shakespearean game done by the same wonderful people who did Cosmic Star Heroine. That is my plug.
All right, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have to literally take out the trash. Yes, I'm looking at you, Mr. Doc, over there. Stop looking at me with your eye stalk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back next week. See you then. And remember,
Bye.
always be empowered to play. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Oh, what a hopeless place that we're in. But I'm your liability. Took some time, but we pointed out that tomorrow isn't here right now, baby. An absent mind came to roam around, captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go.
Stay tuned after the show because we'll be raiding in to Yeehaw Mike. Thanks for joining us here on Time Treaders, Protectors of Time. We'll see you next time in a time and place.
When we fall, we get up and go, baby. The way they think is paradoxical. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Even if you lose your hope, I will be there to pick you up. Even if you can't let go, I'll untie the invisible ropes that keep you down.